Last time I mentioned I've been journaling for a couple of years and how that impacted my life and shaped my thoughts. Now I'm going to share how I use it. I was originally inspired by the OG bullet journal queen, Amanda Rachuli, and I was also a design student back then. So at first, I was using journaling to organize my activities and also as a creative outlet. So I would go for either blank or dotted journal and avoid line or redesign journal religiously, like this is mine. I want to use my design and nobody else. Anyway, the system I use would consist of monthly calendar, monthly goals page. Sometimes I combine these two into the calendar page. I would have the calendar over here and then beside them the goals list, and then weekly spread. That is like your daily to-do list, priorities of the week, and all the practical things you have to do. And then I get habit tracker and a mood tracker, which is one of my favorite because of the creative flexibility to design it. So it was pretty simple and practical. I did go for the whimsy pages like water intake tracker, sleep log, but I never used them. Tracking too many details about my life made me pretty stressed out, so I scrapped it. I also used to make a financial spread to track my income, expenses, and savings. But regardless of the practicality, I also scrapped them because I found that using a money tracking app feels better. I like to input my expenses as soon as I make them, so having the tracker on my phone is more efficient. I also love how it can automatically show me the whole chart of my spending habits on a monthly and annual basis. That way, I know where my money goes and what my money dials are, and I think financial topics deserve their own video for later. So this is how I use journaling for practicality and also creativity because I designed my own pages. Because I was an artist at heart, I still am now. But after a couple of years in the corporate, I started using the ones I was avoiding because my time, energy, and unfortunately my passion has started to get depleted. I became even more practical and efficiency oriented, and that's how I fall into multiple series of burnout. But also that's how I started to use journaling for something else. And that is kind of treating it like a diary and a tool for self-reflect. So I can know myself deeper using prompts. Prompts are basically a series of questions, so it's kind of like having a Q&A session with yourself. And this is the thing that helped me notice my behavior pattern. But it can be overwhelming to use every single one of them out there. So these are the ones I'm using most frequently. For self-concept and aspirations, these are the prompts I'm using to know myself deeper in order to cultivate a strong foundation in my identity. So, who am I without money, status, or jobs? Who do I want to be? What do I want to be remembered for? What do I want people to say about me at my funeral? What would I do if money were not a problem? What does my dream life look like? What do I want my daily activities and routine to look like, and what comes effortlessly to me? And after that, I would also use what I call the life sector method. This is something I was doing in my early video. That is to divide your life into 6 different sectors and write down what you want to improve in each sector. I usually do this annually, but I am trying to experiment and reset this method every 3 months, which I haven't done the second quarter, by the way. But hey, we don't criticize ourselves for doing things here. Anyway, this is not absolute. You can customize it and make it less or make it more depending on how you like it and how you feel comfortable. I also combine this with an overview of what I want to achieve within each quarter. So I have a framework that makes it easier to know which sector I want to focus on first and next. To see deeper problems in yourself, in myself, these are the questions I ask myself when I'm usually feeling stressed out or when I want to feel a slap in the face, because some problems can be slapped away. So, what am I avoiding right now and why? What would my life look like if I stop avoiding and lying to myself? Ooh. What habits are draining my energy? What habits are going to move me forward? What belief did I inherit that no longer had me forward? What am I tolerating that I shouldn't? And if I were brutally honest, what do I really want in the current situation? And what are the things and skills that would change everything for me once I have them? And that's how I'm using my journal. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helps and let me know what you think about journaling. Anyway, keep shooting for the stars.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing?
That is the button.